Hi guys, welcome back to an episode of DB Cars itself, and today's episode I'll be reviewing TribeCar Honda Fit. So let's dive straight to this video right now. Alright then, so here is guys the Honda Fit or Honda Jazz, whatever you call it, from TribeCar itself. So basically upon for the first inspection, right, there isn't any obvious damage to this very high mileage car itself. To be exact, it's almost 300,000 kilometers on this car itself. So yeah, other than some paint blemishes or being chipped off like right here itself, there isn't any obvious one other than this one dent right here itself. So yeah, inspecting wise the car, other areas of the car itself, I would say it's not too bad. I would say if you ask me the paint condition wise, I would say it's still like from far you don't really see the obvious damage, but if you look closer then you can spot some of the obvious damage. And I just noticed a second dent right here itself, which I failed to point out earlier on itself. But other than that, let me just show you just the trunk space for this car itself. So yeah, to access the trunk itself, just very simple itself. Just need to put on your to access it, just need to locate the Honda emblem itself and just pull it, and the trunk should open up. So yeah, honestly it's very tight, so I had to try not to scratch it. Okay, so voila, so here's the trunk space for the Honda Fit or Honda Jazz, whatever you call it. So yeah, unfortunately like the next generation Honda Fit, which I've already reviewed on my channel, if you guys want to see that, I'll leave it at the end of the video itself. But trunk space wise, unfortunately not really the best for the car itself. So unfortunately this is a compact hatchback, compact car itself, so there isn't really much space itself. The only way if you guys want more space for this car itself is to fold down this rear seat itself, which I'll show you guys right now. So to access, if you guys want more space, then just always put on this lever itself and just push forward the seat itself. So once I push forward both the seat, let me just show you guys right here itself. You guys can definitely see there's much more space in this car itself. But if not, you can always pull it up. But one thing you do have to take note is your space definitely will be limited. So yeah. But other than that, that is all for the rear of the car itself. So unfortunately there isn't really much thing to show you guys other than some hooks around the area if you want to hook your stuff, and yeah, some around bolster, showing bolster itself. So like there's a couple of lost and found item in this car itself. So yeah, but other than that, not going to just bore you guys with other things itself. To close, just need to pull on this lever itself. Okay, not going to pull that much because the panel is coming out already due to the high mileage. But yeah, I'll just show you guys the rear seating of the car right now. So let's dive straight to that. Oh yeah, and you got this very nice spoiler on the car itself. So yeah, let me just show you guys the rear of the car right now. So let's go. Alright, so now let's just dive straight to the rear seat of the Honda Fit or Honda Jazz, whatever you call it. So just diving straight into the rear of the car itself. So basically this is what it looks like in the rear of the car itself. So basically leg room is not that bad because this is my user joint position wise, and I got about a fist and a half of leg room wise. Headroom wise, also not too bad because I still got a small amount of headroom wise. So I'm quite comfortable in most of the car I've driven, other than maybe there's a couple that I can't remember. But yeah, most of the car I think I sat in the back that I reviewed so far is my height is not a problem. Usually the leg room right here is the problem. But in the rear, what you get? Well, you get some storage pocket right here to put your stuff if you want to. So yeah, you also get some cup holders right here if you want to put your drinks. And you also got a handle here to close the door, and you got window switches and this to get out the car. And there's no grab handle in the rear itself. So yeah, the only grab handle you have is the front, at the front for the front passenger itself. But other than that, there isn't really anything else in this car itself other than if you want to put your stuff, you could technically put this stuff right here, but I think probably you'll be fighting with the driver and the front passenger itself. So yeah, alright, now let's move on to the third row seating for the car itself. So how does it feel like? So basically right now I'm sitting in the third center seat itself. So one thing I do notice is you are set slightly higher than the passenger on your left and right itself, and you still do have to note that for carrying full grown size adult itself, I have definitely sat in this car with 3 full grown size adult before. It's not really the best unless you, the people sitting in the middle itself, don't mind scooching out in the center, and the 2 passengers on your left and right lean back, means they have a more relaxed experience sitting in the back, and you will have to slouch forward and give them and suffer the the consequences of sitting in the center of the car itself. So, but on that, what do you get in the rear itself? So, in the center, the only thing you're seeing is you'll be able to see this very nice dashboard of the car itself. So this is how it looks like. You also get this very nice center lighting itself, which can be turned on or turned off manually itself. So right here is fully turned on. All the way to the other side is to turn off, or in the center for when the doors are open itself. So yeah, but and that is all for the rear itself. There isn't really much to show you guys already. So let me just dive straight to the front of the car right now. So let's go. Alright then, now let's just jump out of the Honda Fit or Honda Jazz, what we call it. So yeah, tapping right out isn't a big issue because the doors open quite nicely. So they open quite wide, which is a nice touch itself. So yeah, now let me just show you guys the front. So that thing right into the front itself. Basically, once you step in itself, this is how the front looks like from the driver point of view. So basically, you got your 3 gauges right here, which I'll show you guys later on when I turn on the car itself. But first thing wise, I want to show you guys is the storage compartment for this car. Storage compartment wise, what do you have? Well, basically, technically, you got 3 areas where you could store your stuff. If you call it this, even a storage compartment for this, but this is a mini one, so probably could put your pencil, whatever shit that is small enough to fit inside here, you could put it right here itself. So yeah, but first side we got this first storage compartment right here itself. So to access it, you just need to press on this lever right down at the bottom. So just press on that and the lever will open right up. So basically this is something like the Sienna has it as well. I think if I'm not wrong, the new Aqua Hybrid has it as well. I can't remember, but I know the Sienna has it I remember very clearly the Sienna has it. The second gen Sienna definitely have it. This is like way before the second gen have it. Way before the second Sienna has it, the Honda Fit already has it already. So yeah, this is your storage for the upper storage compartment. Not really the much space. So if technically I wish they cover up the entire dashboard right here. So I wish they implement this and this together rather than a separate one right here. But oh well, this is top part. You could hide something here if you do not want to show. So basically, once you put it inside here, you can just basically hide it itself. So yeah. Moving on, you got cup holders right there for the passenger itself. You also got one right here for the driver zone. But the second storage compartment right you have is for this car will be right down below here itself. So usually I would say this is the big main storage compartment that you want to do. You hide your bigger stuff itself. So if the top one can't hide it all, or here if you do not want to expose it, you could actually technically place it right here itself. So right here you got some junk, which I have no idea what the heck it does. So probably will just leave it alone and yeah, close it. So yeah, moving on, you got your third storage compartment area, which is more of a center console. So basically this is for easy access area for the driver if the driver put their stuff here itself. So as you guys can see, there's a power bank right here, which is not mine. I think left by the previous owner itself. This is my trash, so I'll be taking that when I leave the car itself. But as you guys can see, the storage compartment is very big itself. So technically you put quite a lot of stuff in it. So yeah, and that is all for the storage compartment itself. Before I show you guys the other part of the car itself, let me just show you guys one more thing, which is you got this very nice 4-volt socket outlet right here itself. So unfortunately for this car itself, it's not like some other cars. I don't think the Vios and the Kia Forteo has it, but it has this regular 12-volt socket outlet right here, which you could plug whatever accessory right into here and plug into a secondary one, which is like you plug the whatever shit that you want to plug here first, then you can plug your USB things itself. So yeah, but other than that is all for the storage area itself. Now let's move on to the next part, which is you got a gear selector right here itself. So gear selector is very simple. So basically you got your P, R, N and D, and you got a sports mode right here and your low mode right here. So usually I think most people will just leave it in drive. So let me just close it. So yeah, normally most people will just leave it in drive. Will put it in drive or put it in drive. I don't think they'll go in sports mode or low mode, because this is mainly if you just want more power from the car itself, you will go with that. But if not, then you just more time will be drive itself. So yeah, moving on, you got your typical regular handbrake, which definitely has its fair share of wear and tear already, as you guys can see. Right beside the handbrake on either side, you got things to put your wallet. I think your slim wallet could place it right here itself, if not your phone. And right behind here, you got more cup holders itself. So yeah, and that is all for the center console itself lah. So yeah, moving on, let's move on to the main part of the show right here, which is the infotainment itself and some other knobs and switches which you guys can see right here. So basically, as you guys can see right from the top itself, I'll be showing you guys right here itself. Basically, you got your air vent right here. So basically, the air vent itself, unfortunately, you can't really do much itself. So yeah, basically, you can just swivel the air which direction you want. But if not, then I don't think there's an option that if you do not want the airflow to be blowing at you, you can technically block it. But don't see an option for it right here itself. So yeah, moving on, you got your infotainment right here itself, which I think this should be an aftermarket one itself. It should be an aftermarket infotainment itself, which I don't think the stock one came with this itself. So yeah, this is I'll be showing you guys a quick walkthrough later on when I turn on try itself lah. So yeah, moving on, you got your hazard light switch right here itself, your fan control, your temperature control right here, and this is how you want to redirect air in this car itself. So yeah, moving on, you got last few switches right here itself. You got your how you want the airflow to be redirecting in this car. So basically, you can either select for recirculate air or you want direct airflow into the car itself. You got an AC button right here to turn on the AC, and this is for the rear defrost or whatever, or rear AC in this car itself. So basically for the windscreen itself. So yeah, and that is all for this car itself, all the buttons on this side. Now let's move on to this center, the driver zone is basically this zone right here itself. So basically I'll be talking about the stocks right now. So basically, as you guys can see, you got this very lovely stock right here itself. The big main one is for the front, as you guys can see. This small knob right here is for the rear windscreen, which this car has. So some cars, if you guys didn't know, has a big main one, which is this, and a secondary one, which is for the rear wiper itself. So usually the rear wiper will be this smaller knob on the outside itself. So yeah, the big main one, if you want to activate it, just go all the way down itself to activate the speed of the car itself. So basically, there's this thing telling you guys how fast or how slow you want the wipers to be. So yeah, if you just want to one swipe of the wiper itself, you can just do this one quick motion and you just do one swipe of the wiper itself. So yeah, let's move on to the next part, which is you got your indicators and your light switch right here itself. The indicators are very simple itself. So down for left, all the way up for right, and back and center to cancel your signal itself. And you got your light switch right here itself to turn on and just swivel the other way, to turn off that way itself. So yeah, to flash your high beam, you just need to pull back and you'll be flashing your high beams. To activate your high beam, just push forward itself. So yeah, that's basically all the controls for on the left and right hand side of the stock itself. So yeah, now let's move on to the steering wheel itself. Steering wheel, unfortunately, there isn't any buttons you guys can see. The only button or function that you can do with your steering wheel is to press the horn right here in the center itself, and also to turn the car left or right itself. So yeah, but other than that, that's all for the wheel itself. Now let's move on to some more few buttons on this side itself. So basically on this side, you got your mirror control switch right here itself. So to adjust the mirror, just need to swivel it to the left or the right, and you can just adjust it with this D-pad looking thing right here itself. To fold the mirrors itself, just need to press on this and the mirrors will fall in, which at the moment not, but I'll show you guys later that. I'll show you guys that in a moment itself. So yeah, last few buttons, you got your headlight control switch right here itself, and you got your hood release, which is for the hood at the front of the car itself. So yeah, and then you got some of your window control switches right here itself, and this is to prevent people from rolling down the window itself. Unfortunately, this car does not have auto lock itself, which some modern day car has, but if you just want to lock the doors itself, I think you just need to manually lock itself. So yeah, but other than that, that is basically all for this car itself. Let me just show you guys the seats control first, and I will just start up car for you guys and show you guys some of the infotainment, the screen on the car itself, and also the infotainment screen itself. So yeah, to adjust the steering wheel itself, very simple itself. So basically, you guys can see that lever right over there itself. So basically, you just need to locate that lever right at the far back, pull on that, and the steering wheel will usually just drop, and you can just adjust it to how you like it itself. Once you're done, you just need to push it back in, and the steering wheel will just lock in its position itself. So yeah, that's very simple for the steering wheel itself. Now let's move on to the next part, which is the seat control itself. seat control basically is very simple as well. So this is to adjust the height. So basically, if you want to go up, just pull towards you. If you want to go down, just push towards you itself. So yeah, and this is your angle of the seat itself. So basically the backrest, you can just adjust it with this lever right here itself. But other than that, that is all for this car itself. Now let me just go ahead and turn on this car for you guys to see the infotainment itself. So let me just find my key for this car itself. So basically, okay, so yeah, this is how the key looks like. It's very simple itself. But the weird thing I have about this car is there's some I think I'm not too sure why this doesn't have the pressing of the function on the key itself. I definitely look into it, but because I saw that this same generation itself, so basically has the lock and unlock feature on the button itself. But to lock this car, I just need to basically just insert in the keyhole on the outside of this door itself, and tilt it towards the left. Sorry, tilt it to the right to lock itself, and left to. Sorry, let me just repeat what I just said. To lock this car on the outside, the only way to lock this car on the outside is basically on the driver's side. To lock it is to the right. To unlock it to the left. So yeah, so basically now I'm just going to turn on the car itself. So basically all the way up for the accessory power itself. So basically, as you guys can see now, in accessory power, you just need to push on this again and the car will just turn on. So this basically now the car is fully turned on itself, and as you guys can see, because your rev gauge right here, your speedo, and your fuel gauge and your temperature gauge right here itself. So yeah, basically, sorry, not your temperature gauge, your fuel gauge right here, and you got your gear that in right now. So yeah, but let me just cycle through this small screen right here itself. So basically, to cycle through is just press on this thing right here itself, and you can see your trip information, your average fuel consumption, your range for the fuel itself, which is right here itself, and you got your mileage itself. So yeah, and this is how much fuel you are getting, how much fuel you're getting at the moment when the car is cruising itself or stationary itself. So yeah, but other than that is all for this itself. Now let me just show you guys the infotainment itself. Infotainment wise, I'll be going through very fast because every infotainment in this, basically the infotainment screen on this car and any other car sharing is very different itself. So some might be using a manufacturer one, some might be using aftermarket one itself. So this is aftermarket one, so I'll be going through extremely fast, so do take note of that. So basically, to go back to the home screen, you just need to press on menu itself. So press on menu, and you'll go back to this is the menu of the infotainment itself. So yeah, if you don't want radio, you can just press on it, and you go to radio itself. So basically, it's touchscreen now. So you can do whatever that you want for this itself. If not, if the touchscreen is not working, just press on menu again. It will just go back to the home screen itself. So yeah, but I'm not going to talk too much already, because if you guys want to know more about this infotainment itself, you guys can rent this car itself and experience it for yourself, and maybe adjust to your liking itself. But other than that, that's all I have to say for this review itself. If you guys enjoyed it, can do turn the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click your subscribe and click to see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh yeah, and just I almost forgot to show you guys one more thing, which is there isn't any reversing camera for this car itself. So basically, just got to rely on your mirrors itself, and put on. Also, one thing is I think the reversing sensors aren't working at all. So yeah, so do take note of that itself. But one thing is, when you use reverse for this car itself, there's this chime right here which will tell you guys if this car is reversing itself. So yeah, but and that just need to check on your mirrors every time. Check the surrounding when you're reversing the car. So yeah, but if not, that's what I say for this video itself. So yeah, bye.